Hi, it's Lou Manfredini, Ace's Home Expert. Today's video is all about cleaning your carpets with a machine that you can rent at your local participating Ace store. It's amazing the results you will get. Let me show you how it's done. Okay, this particular unit is a rug doctor, and many participating Ace stores rent this type of machine. But there may be other machines, but they're all kind of similar in how you use them. But specifically today, we're going to talk about this rug doctor machine. Now, what this has is some added features that I think you'll find useful. This is a hand tool. We'll show you a little bit later on how this gets connected to the machine. This is great for doing stairs if you have carpeted stairs, or you can also use this on upholstery if you want to clean the couch or something like that. This is the cleaner that actually has the added benefit of oxidizing to actually loosen the dirt inside the carpeting. If you were going to be using it on upholstery, you'd want to get the appropriate soap for that. Now on these rug doctors, it's pretty simple. This is the tank where all the dirty water is going to go from the extracting when you're cleaning it. And down here is where you pour the warm water with the soap inside of there. So I'm going to show you how all that's done, and then we're going to get started cleaning this bedroom, and we're going to start at one end, and you're going to see amazing results. This is the dirty water bucket that is going to be attached to the carpet cleaning machine. So you're not going to fill that up with the clean water. What I like to do is take like a 5-gallon bucket that we have inside here, and you want to fill it up with hot water. Hot water is your friend when it comes to cleaning carpets. You want to look on the back of the bottle. On this one with the Rug Doctor shampoo, they say about 1/4 cup per gallon of water. So I've got 5 gallons of water, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour that in there. Here's a little tip. Fill the bucket first with the water and then add the cleaner, because if you do it otherwise, it'll kind of foam up a little bit and cause a problem. Then when you carry it over to pour it into the machine, it'll mix in there, and that will give you the cleaning properties of the solution. The other thing is, the reason why I like to mix a 5-gallon bucket is the machine does not hold 5 gallons of water, but once you get to the end, when it runs out and you need to refill it, you don't have to do the constant measuring. You're going to have this all ready to go, and you can fill it up, so it speeds up the process. And again, remember, there's different kinds of shampoos that you can buy depending on what project you're working on. So just ask the sales associate in the store, and they'll make sure you leave the store with the right shampoo. Okay, again, we're using a rug doctor here, and so depending on the machine that you're going to be renting, you want to make sure that you follow the instructions. Now on these machines, they do a pretty good job of having the instructions actually on the machine, but I want to give you some insight into all of this. All right, this is my solution with the hot water and the soap, and I'm going to pour it into the reservoir here of the rug doctor. Don't worry about spilling a little bit of water because you're cleaning the carpeting. You're just going to extract it up. So you want to hold this up carefully, and then you want to pour it in right to that reservoir. And you don't want to overfill it, but you want to make sure that you get as much in there as you can, because depending on the size of the bedroom or the hallway, whatever it is you're doing, the living room, you want it to go as far as possible. And as you fill this up in this reservoir, once it kind of gets close to the top, then just stop, and we have extra for the next pass. Now from there, remember, this is the dirty water bucket that we spoke on. This actually slides in. This goes on top, locks in place. Now, before we get started using the carpet cleaner, one thing that I want to mention is, obviously, you're going to empty out the room. You want to vacuum the room first as well to get any debris that might be on the carpeting, because even though this scrubber will pick that up, you just want to make sure it's as clean as possible before you go do the extracting of the carpeting. And then I think you should be able to see this here. This particular room has a floor register. We want to make sure we pull that out as well so we can clean around it. On this particular machine, there's kind of this opaque window on the top. As you're using the machine and you're pulling back, it's extracting the water, and you'll see water shooting through here into the dirty water tank. When you're using it, if you see that no more water is coming through there and going into the tank, that means you need to stop, empty your dirty water tank, and add more cleaning solution to the unit to continue. Okay, I've got the unit plugged in. On this particular one, there's a button on the top that says carpet or tool. The tool I'm going to show you a little bit later on that we're going to use on the stairs. Now in a small room like this, it's a good idea to just start at one end and pull your way along and use the machine and the handles. It has an auger here. This adjusts the handle right here, and then there's a switch, a button right here, that this applies the cleaner and then also moves, when you turn the button on, it moves the brush and it scrubs the carpeting and applies the cleaner and extracts. You're going to get to the point where you come against the wall and you can't go there. It doesn't really matter what direction you go with the machine. You just want to make sure that, like cutting a lawn, you overlap a little bit so that you work your way from one end to the other, cleaning the carpeting as it goes. So let's get started. All right, let's turn this on. Okay, so depending on how dirty the carpeting is, you may want to go back over it again. But typically, if you're cleaning carpeting every 4 months or so, one good pass with a carpet cleaning machine should do the trick. Now this will be damp. It's a good idea if you can leave furniture and items off of the carpeting overnight. And if you wanted to put a fan on there to let it dry a little quicker, that's fine too. Then you can go ahead and put everything down, and you'll see that it's just freshened up. It looks a lot better. The trick and the secret to know how dirty your carpeting is in the pour. Let me show you what we're going to do with the dirty water. All right, so for me, you could certainly put this into a, if you have a laundry sink, but there might be chunks of stuff, whatever. It's a good idea to put it down the toilet to drain it all out. All right, this is the handheld tool that connects to this rug doctor. And again, different carpet machines offer the same attachment, but how it connects to the machine is different. Once you make that connection, you'll see that there's a scrubbing brush right here that you're going to use to sort of agitate the carpeting as you're cleaning it. The solution will come through this, and then the suction or extraction will come from here. You just have to make sure that when you turn on the machine, you turn the correct button on that directs all of the power to the handheld upholstery tool. As you can see, renting a carpet machine is a great way to maintain the carpeting in your home. It also prolongs its life. Now, if you need more help or advice, you can certainly find it at your local participating Ace store. And please follow us on our YouTube channel, and you can always go to acehardware.com because Ace is the helpful place.